They hacked your account?
Yeah, I'm locked out.
What?
I don't know what to do.
Wait, what happened? Who hacked you?
I don't know. Like, I don't know what to do.
Where's your phone? Where's your phone?
What's up, guys? So as you can see by the title, I was hacked. If you follow my Instagram, you would also know that my Instagram was hacked, but there's so much more to the hacking and to this story, and I'm basically just gonna go through it start to finish of how this happened, how I got hacked, and like the whole scam and everything. It's crazy. Like, someone was really in my Instagram trying to sell my account, which I know they weren't gonna sell my account. They were just trying to get people to send them money. It was horrible. It was horrible, and I'm just gonna talk about it and tell you guys how it went down. Starting from the beginning, what happened was I got this DM from, it's gonna sound ridiculous, but his Instagram was Mo Buckets, like more buckets, Mo Buckets, but he had a verified check next to his name. So I was just like, you know, I'm not gonna judge a book by its cover. I saw the little verified mark, so I was like, okay, he might have something that he does. He had to prove something to Instagram to get verified. I think that's how it works. I'm not even verified on Instagram. So I was just like, you know, maybe he is what he says he is. And basically, this is how the DM went. So he said,
"What's up? Would you want to be a model for BR Kicks and get some shoes in return?"
And I'm like, BR Kicks, you know, they have like 2 million followers. They're legit, they're verified. And even in his bio, he said like BR Kicks affiliate. Maybe he's, you know, just like a rep, like an affiliate, like he says, because I know that I've gotten messages from people who worked for a brand, but they weren't like the brand themselves or whatever. They set up like brand deals that way. So I was just like, okay, maybe this is legit, maybe.
Nope.
And I said, hey, what would I need to do? And he said,
pretty much for the details, you would get the shoes, wear them, take a pic in them, and post and tag the shoe page. Once you get the shoes, you would keep them, and you wouldn't have to return them. You wouldn't be promoting anything until you get the sneakers first, and you would get to pick 3 pairs of your choice, and you'd be paid $600 as well. Does this sound good with you?
And I was like, free shoes, $600. I was like, yes, that sounds good. How do we start? So he sent me like a bunch of pictures of different sneakers and stuff. And the ones that I picked were the Jordan 5 Retro Trophy Room, ice blue. And I'm like, what? He has these? Like, what? And then I also chose the Jordan 1 Retro High Zoom White Racer Blue. Those are fire. And he sent me a picture of the Jordan 11 Retros UNC Win Like 82. Well, I know that the 11s have grade school size, but I wasn't too sure about the trophy rooms or the 1 Zooms. But I texted him or DM'd him back, and I was like, I'm a size 4.5, grade school or 6 woman, like, do you have them in my size? And if not, like, what do you have in my size? Because I'll pick something else if you don't have my size. And he was like, we have a pair of each shoes in size 6 women's. And I was like, I mean, that was a little off to me. I was like, really? You do? But I was like, you know what? Bear Kicks, they're big. So I was just like, okay, if he works for them, like, maybe like he has access to some exclusive stuff. I don't know. You know, that's what was going through my head. I was just like, okay, whatever. And then he was like,
what's the PO box or address you want the kick sent to?
I don't know, like, I had like this gut feeling that something wasn't right. Like, I've had like brand deals before, and like usually there's like a contract, or I don't know, they like have some kind of proof that they're like legit. So I was already getting like sketchy vibes, but you know, I really wanted these shoes and I really wanted them $600. So I was just like, before I send you an address, do you have any proof of authenticity or any contracts for this brand deal that I should review? He wrote me this long paragraph, and I should have known, like, I'm so dumb, like, I really should have known that this was a scam. I don't know why I didn't think that. I think I was just desperate for these shoes. I don't know, but he said,
keep in mind, you wouldn't be posting anything until you get the sneakers first. You wouldn't be paying anything at any point. And you wouldn't have to post anything until you got paid first as well.
Okay, so basically you send the shoes. If I don't get the shoes, I don't have to do anything. And he said,
the shoes are authentic and straight from the manufacturers, and once you receive them, you'll be able to search the shoe product number from the box to confirm they're legitimate, and you don't need to use your home address. You can simply have them sent to a PO box or to a local post office for pickup, or to a friend's address if you don't feel comfortable giving out your main.
And I was like, okay, so I could use any address. Like, obviously he's not trying to get my personal address, because he just said, like, admitted, like, I can use any address I want, and I can look up the shoes, see if they're real. So like literally he's checking like all the boxes, like saying that I don't have to do anything unless I get the shoes, that I can do something to prove that they're real and that I don't have to give out my real address. So I gave him an address, and then he was like, and what's the email you want the shipping update sent to? Which, you know, that's usually something that people ask when you do a brand deal. They send you shipping updates to your email. So I gave him my email. I gave him my address and I gave him my email. I guess, you know, I'm already setting myself up. But the thing is that legit brand deals ask these questions, so it's just trifling. And then he says, you'll get an update letting you know when the sneakers are close by. Next, just make an account. This is where everything went wrong. He said,
next, just make an account on this website, and if you're free now, and once you make it, go to the modeling section and you'll be done. The shoe model site is breportshoes.com.
breportshoes.com or B report shoes, whatever. If you ever see that, do not click on that link. It's fake. It's a fake website. All I said was, okay, I'll do it when I get a chance. This is what happened. So I go to the website, right? And it looks legit. You know, they have like different tabs for you to click on. Basically, there's like this one tab for like influencers where you click on it and you sign up for their influencer program. You make a little account, and basically they give you like information about the requirements of the brand deal. And I've done like this kind of thing before, so I was just like, okay, I'll just make a little influencer account with them and I'll be Gucci. So I made it. It was asking me to sign in through Google. So I signed in through Google, and then it says like, to prove that it's you, use one of your backup codes, like Google backup codes. And I was like, okay. So I used my backup code, but nothing happened. Like, it kept taking me back to the page where I have to put it in again, and it just wouldn't like go through. And like, I was reading the whole thing, and it said something like, it said you have to do this, blah 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 blah, in order to like access the shoe site, and da 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 da. I'm like, to access the shoe site? In my head I'm like, why is it so specific? Because usually like Google is very like vague. Like they say like, oh, just enter this backup code to like get to the website. Like they don't say the specific shoe site. And it's like, if they were specific, they wouldn't say shoe site, they would say brreport.com to get to brreport.com. Like, the fact that it said shoe site, it's like, how would they know that it's a shoe site? Like, why would they even say that, you know? And so I thought that was really weird, but I decided to like DM him. I DM'd him again, and I was like, the backup codes aren't working. Yeah, I think that was the last thing I said, was the backup codes aren't working. Like, is there another way that I could sign up, or do I have to, is it really required for me to sign up? And then after that, I got this little thing pop up that said, you've been signed out of Instagram. Oh my god. That's when everything started going like crazy. So I got like these text messages from Instagram saying there's suspicious activity. This was like your login attempt, like enter this code. Like, you know, I could tell someone was trying to like get into my account. Someone was already in my account. Oh my god. Then I got the little notification saying like, oh, there was suspicious activity in like Bursa, like Malaysia or whatever. And I was like, it's like, was this you? And I was like, that was not me. You know, I was like, that was not me. I checked my email. I was like, okay, let me check an email to see if Instagram got in contact with me. I got like a message from Instagram, and it was like, and that's another thing too. Okay, so now that Instagram is like owned by Facebook, if anything is wrong with your account on Instagram, you're gonna get an email from Facebook, not from Instagram. But I didn't know this, you know? So I got a message from Instagram. It was like this message saying Instagram odd activity, and it's from Instagram support. I clicked on the Instagram support like email, like the contact name, to see like if it was like a random email with like a bunch of like random letters and numbers, like if it was like a legit email, and it said like support like at Instagram something, like it was like, it looked real, you know, like it had words and it made sense. And it said, hi, thanks for contacting Instagram. We've noticed odd activity on your account. To help you get back into your account, we'll need the following information. 1, a brief description of the issue you're experiencing, including the date you last had access to your account and how you lost access. 2, the most recent code sent to your number from Instagram. Reply to this email with it as soon as possible, otherwise your account could keep getting hacked. Now, this doesn't even sound legit to me, but keep in mind, like reading it now, I'm like, this is BS. Like, this isn't real. They said otherwise you account, not even your account. Otherwise you account can keep getting hacked. Like, keep in mind, I was just panicking. Like, I wasn't thinking straight. I was just like, oh my god, okay, message from Instagram. I need to say something now, or else like I could lose my account. I was like, I need to say something. And then they said, keep in mind, a traditional password reset will not work. If you ignore this email, do not be surprised if you cannot recover your page. If you do not contact Instagram let us know. That was the email, and I was like, okay. And then the thing is, like, after I got this email, I did get a text message from Instagram, like on my phone number with the code, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna email them my code. Come to find out, like, I'm sending this code to this fake email, and this email is using my code to basically reset all my settings. Now, this was a thing for me. Basically, their email said support@igsupportteam.com. I was like, that looks kind of real. I was like, I'm not sure, but it looks real. But notice how the little profile picture, it usually has the initials, right? Like, if it says Instagram support, the initials should be IS, right? But that I in Instagram is actually a lowercase l, not an I. So that's why it shows up as LS, not IS. That to me, like, I didn't notice that until like later, after it was too late, obviously. But I saw that and I was like, it's fake.
Of course they were fake.
I was freaking out, and then I started getting emails from my Gmail, from my old AOL email, saying that there's that suspicious activity, like there's suspicious activity like everywhere, like on everything. And then I go to like my other social media accounts. I started posting a bunch of updates on Twitter, like I was being hacked, like I'm hacked, and I was locked out of my account. Like my Instagram for a minute was like deleted. Like when I looked at my account, like it said 0 posts, 0 like everything. Like it was just a profile picture in my bio. Like that was literally it. And I was like, that's it. Like my Instagram, it's like deleted, like it's gone. And I was posting all these updates on Twitter. All of a sudden I was logged out of Twitter. They're in my Twitter now too. Oh my god, what do I do? Like, what do I do? So like, they were in my Gmail, they were in my AOL. And how I know this is because when I checked my email later, I went to my trash on my email, and all the emails that were like essential that I needed, like the real like legit emails from these socials that they send you when there's suspicious activity on your account, they were in the trash. So the hacker was literally in my email deleting these emails so I wouldn't see them. So I reset all my passwords. I reset my passwords on all my email account, reset my Twitter password. Yeah, and I did the same thing to like my art account, like because they were even trying to get on my art account. I got a little pop-up saying like, oh, there's suspicious activity in North Carolina. It's like, really? The art account? That doesn't have a lot of followers. Like, what do you want with that? What do you want with, but you know, it could have a lot of followers, so make sure y'all, you know, check that out. But anyways, besides the point, they're basically all up in my business, up in my emails, trying to get into Twitter. But I handled the Twitter one like with the quickness, you know, I was not playing with that. I learned from the Instagram mistake, you know, what not to do. And I'm just in my art account right now, just watching. By the way, they blocked my art account, so I made another little Instagram just so I can like watch. Phil, he saw that my account was back. It was back, but then there was this post, like it was like a black, you know, screen with some white writing saying, I'm selling my page for cheap. Page is active and willing to negotiate price. DM if you're interested. Even like the Instagram story was like, I no longer need this page, selling it for cheap, DM for info. I'm just watching this happen. I'm like, they're selling my account? Like, are you serious? I'm freaking out. I was like, what the hell? Like, what do I do? Okay, so at this point, I'm just like, I'm done. Like, I really gave everything, like all the information, like the codes, the two-step verification. Like, two-step verification didn't do shit, because literally when someone is in your email, they're literally pretending to be Instagram, you know, to help me. Like, I'm over here thinking I'm getting help, and I'm sending these text codes, giving it to them so they can reset my settings. And then when I tried to log back into my Instagram after it was reactive again, I tried to log into it again, and I try to have a link sent to my email for me to get in. The email that had been reset to their email, some like Yahoo email, and I don't use Yahoo, so I was like, okay, yeah, that's definitely not my email. They reset my email. I'm locked out of my account. What do I do? Like, I really just lost my Instagram. Luckily, Phil's manager, Katarina, she is amazing. You know, she called me and she was like telling me, you know, about my situation and trying to get me to like calm down, saying like, you know, she's dealt with other influencers that have gone through this, so she was able to like handle everything. And I eventually got my account back. Like, okay, I got it back. It was just such a relief. I don't know, like I was just freaking out. Like I was just not emotionally prepared for that. I was under so much stress already with like school and work and home life, and I was just like, I can't do it. Once I did get it back, like I don't know, like I just felt like it was like an invasion of like privacy. It was just a very uncomfortable feeling, and I was very shaky just to feel like someone could just come into my life and like steal my identity like that. And the fact that they were asking my followers for money, I was like going through my DMs, reading what the hacker was even sending to people. He was really trying to be like me, and he was just telling people that he wanted to sell it for like $400 or something like that. And he was like sending like my analytics to people and trying to like negotiate the price, and I'm just like, really? Like, yeah, I had a bunch of people in my DMs that I was just like going through, like telling them like, hey, sorry, that wasn't me, I was hacked. I even posted my story saying like, if you did send money, like let me know, like if send proof, because I might be able to do something about it. But people were sending me screenshots of them sending money to their mom, cropping who they sent the money to, photoshopping screenshots. I'm like, are you serious? Like, to my face. Like, they're not even trying to hide it. Like, they're really trying to just scam me. And I'm sorry, like, unless it has the exact Cash App name that the hacker was using, which I know what it is, I can't do anything about that. Okay, I think I pretty much said everything. That is the story of how I got hacked, or all the crazy stuff that was happening on my Instagram and the DMs. Like, people were trying to defend me, saying,
You're not Asia, you're the hacker, get off her page.
all that. And I was like, yeah, like, tell him. But the hacker was like,
shut the fuck up, block.
and I had to unblock a bunch of people too. Like, that is the story of how I got hacked. And I just wanted to share my story too, because I know like it probably sounds stupid. Like, you know, you're probably looking at me like, Asia, you're so dumb, like you should have known it was a scam. But you know, the fact that I've done stuff that's similar to this before, and it literally was following the same steps that other like brand deal would do. I mean, there's like some exceptions, like I could tell it was like a little sketchy, but you know, I was just kind of like, maybe this is another way that they do it. But you ever get a DM and they want you to like sign up for some affiliate program or some like influencer program, make sure you get a contract first, or like some kind of proof. Like, don't listen to no little paragraph telling you that everything's gonna be okay. Like, make sure there's like documentation of who they are. You know, make sure that their Instagram looks legit. You know, they look professional. Read the little things, you know. So you get an email from Instagram. It's supposed to come from Facebook, not Instagram, for one. But even if it did come from Facebook, make sure you click on the little contact and make sure that it says Facebook. Make sure that the little profile picture, if it's supposed to be IS and it says LS, it's fake. Like, I should have known that, but you know, I'm just putting these things out there because I don't want this to happen to anybody else. If you have a big account, if you have a small account, you know, it's an invasion of privacy. If this has ever happened to you, comment your stories down below, because hackers be doing different stuff. And I kind of want to read, like, if you've been hacked before, I want to read, like, how did it happen to you? Because it can happen to me again, and I really don't want it to. And, you know, it's good for other people to read too, just so people know what to look out for. I just don't want anybody getting scammed. I don't want people getting conned. I don't want people getting hacked. It's just, it's not cool, man. It's not cool. So, yeah, this is my story of how I got hacked. If you have a hacking story, comment it down below. And now that I have all my accounts back, make sure you guys follow me at Asia Banyaga, the real Asia Banyaga. I also have a Twitter. I was posting updates about me getting hacked on my Twitter, so in case I ever get hacked on Instagram again, because I guess now I'm a mark, so if that ever happens again, make sure you guys follow my Twitter for updates. And lastly, I do have a TikTok too. Again, if I get hacked, there's always TikTok. Make sure you guys check that out. Thank you guys so much for watching and being supportive of me. I appreciate everyone that was defending me in my DMs, telling the hacker to like get the heck out of my account, because I really do appreciate everybody coming together and looking out for me. And for the people who are actually trying to buy my account, you're trifling, but it's okay. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys like and subscribe for more videos.